e-learning platform. In this video, we are going to see about a strategy that worked for me for CA Inter Paper 2. So, Paper 2 is corporate law and other law. So, what I wanted to do now is I don't want to split this paper 2 into chapter wise. I just wanted to split this into section A and section B. Okay. So, what is Section A? Section A, according to me, is corporate law. Though questions in the examination will not be of Section A, corporate law, and Section B, other law. It will be a complete mix. Okay. So, they don't separate corporate law and other law in question paper. You need to remember this. Okay. So, Section A is corporate law, which comes for around 60 marks. And section B is other law, which contains 4 chapters. Okay, which contains 4 chapters. Now what I'm doing is this. First, I divided this corporate paper 2 into 2 things. One is section A and section B. Now what I'm doing is I'm dividing section B into chapter wise. What are those chapters? First chapter is Contract Act. Second is Negotiable Instruments. Third is General Clauses Act. And the fourth is Interpretation of Statutes. Okay, so what I did, what was my personal strategy to get 71 marks, 71 marks in paper 2. Okay, so what I did was I completely studied section A. I completely studied section A so that I was very sure with 60 on 60. Okay, I read 100% of corporate law. Okay, I was very thorough in all the chapters in corporate law, so that I was like, what to say is that I was very sure that I will pass with 40 marks definitely with the help of corporate law itself. Okay, so what I thought was, okay, let me move a step ahead to score a exemption. So then what came into my mind was I don't want to give entire other law because I hate Negotiable Instruments Act. I don't like General Clauses Act. I don't like interpretation of statutes. So what I thought was, okay, fine, let me go with Contract Act at the first stage. Okay, so what I did was I went with Contract Act. Okay, so the one strategy you need to know about other law is this 40 marks is nothing but 10 marks in Contract Act, 10 marks in Negotiable, 10 marks in General Clauses Act, and 10 marks in Interpretation of Statutes. Okay, so this was the question paper pattern. So far, they have been asking only 10 marks from each chapter. Okay, so what I thought, and there may be choice, internal choice question will also be there. So somewhere comes across to 40 to 45 marks from these chapters. So what I thought was, okay, fine, I will be thorough in Contract Act. So how many marks it was thorough till then was 60 marks in corporate law plus a 10 mark in Contract Act. And what I did was, okay, I cannot completely leave Negotiable Instrument, General Clause and Interpretation of Statutes. What I thought was, let me give a reading, just to give a single reading to General Clauses and Interpretation of Statutes, that I just need to know what the act is all about, so that if any question comes from that chapter, I need to know to write something, write any story but related to that. Okay, so then what I went for is the general clauses and the interpretation of statutes. Luckily, JK Shah classes had a video on that for 1 hour uh, video lecture for general clauses, and interpretation of statute also they had a video for 1 hour. So luckily what I did was that I just played that video in 1.75 speed and I just saw that video and it was quite good, and I had an opportunity to learn something different from that video and the aspect of delivering those 2 chapters. Okay, so I was okay with that. So Now this part is over, this part is over, and what I thought was, out of this 20 mark, at least I should get 5 mark. Okay, and I was aiming very less only from these chapters, but I was aiming very high in corporate law and contract act. Okay, so the next thing I did was with a negotiable instrument. What I did before 3 days of exam, before 3 days of exam is, I just opened the Negotiable Instrument Act chapter, and I was counting out pages. It went it went out around 73 pages, I think. So I'm not very sure about the count, but it was more than other chapters. I just read the 2 pages, I think. After that, I felt really boring. I don't feel the necessity to read the chapter. So what I thought was, okay, fine. And as I already said to you that about the 80% strategy I follow. Okay, so for me, 80% is the 100%. Okay, so what I did was the same thing. So what I did, I skipped the negotiable instrument, I skipped General Clauses Act interpretation of statutes. I just watched this 1 hour video, which is not sufficient to write the answers. I just had a knowledge that what general clauses mean, what interpretation of statute is, what are those contents in those chapter. Okay, so I just know that I don't know any rules and regulations regarding both the chapters. So for me, I just had the 70 marks in hand. Okay, luckily what I thought was this 75, 70 plus 5 is 75 marks, but in exam I could able to attend 100 marks, complete 100 marks. Even I don't know negotiable instrument, I don't know general clauses, I don't know interpretation of statutes. I just simply wrote something but in relation with that chapter. Okay, so I got 71 marks. Yes, okay. So what I wanted to say to you guys is that be thorough in corporate law. If you are not very sure about other law, you may find negotiable instruments very tough. General clauses and interpretation of statutes are very dry subjects, dry chapters. Okay, so you may not feel interest to learn all these chapters. So contract act is quite good, but it's huge. For those who are studying new after foundation, you will have a mindset that contract act is so huge, I don't want to read here also. But trust me, contract act, though it may seem big, but in inter contract act is very simple. Okay, questions will be very general and you can easily solve that. Okay, and another tip I wanted to say is that if some sorry, some people may think that I don't want to leave any of this chapter, but I don't have time to do so. What can I do? So you can just read book back questions. Okay, you can just read book back question, which is also useful. So yes, book back questions is also useful. You can read them, and in contract act also read book back question as well. So one strategy I forgot to mention is that I read all the book back question. I was very thorough with book back question from all the chapters. Okay, not necessarily it should be negotiable instruments, general clauses, I interpretation of statutes. I was very thorough with all the book back questions. Okay, whether you know the chapter or not, you just read the case law and try to understand that in the if this situation happen, who will be at fault and who will be at a safer state. You just need to have that knowledge. Even that will fetch you 1 mark. Okay, so I just did that and I got 71 marks. And this paper also contains MCQ part as well. This paper contains MCQ part as well. So many of them are afraid of MCQ, but MCQ is very easy. Okay, so provided if you know everything, MCQ is easy. If you know corporate law, you can easily score 60 marks. You don't have to waste time in other chapters as well. You don't need to read anything. Okay, you can easily pass the paper. Okay, and you can easily aim for 60 marks as well. Okay, so yes, moving on with the MCQ. Uh, you can practice with ICAI's MCQ booklet. Okay, you can practice with ICAI's MCQ booklet. You can download from the website, or you can take that into Spiral or whatever convenient you feel. And even you can buy this in our CDS portal where you buy your inter books and all. Okay, so you can buy it in CDS portal, which will cost around 130 100 to 130 rupees only, not so high. But if you download the material from the website, and if you want to take the printout of that, it will for sure will take up to 280 rupees. Okay, so ordering in CDS portal as early as possible will serve many benefit. Okay, so you can use this book. And some of you guys are asking me about what material should we use for corporate and other law. Okay, so what I used personally was ICAI study material, which contains BAR Act, the complete law with the legal terms. Everything is there in study material. For 1 week you may find it difficult to study in the book, but if you have practiced for more than 10 days, you will find the study material really really easy. Okay, but one thing you need to do is that while studying it for the first time itself, you need to take proper notes. Okay, if you take proper notes, then while revising during the examination, it will be quite easy. And your motive behind reading everything should be whether you will be able to revise all what you learnt in that 1.5 days. Okay, reading now is not at all important. Okay, reading now is not at all so important, but revising in that 1 day is worth. Okay, this will decide your fate on the examination hall, trust me. So you need to be planning for that 1.5 days even before 1 month. Okay, luckily I think you guys have more than 1 month. You need to uh, train your mind such a way that you need to focus on what you should read on that 1.5 days. Okay, that was what I did. Okay, so I was very sure. Even if I'm going to give my example, I'm saying example, I'm going to give my group 2 in December 2021. Okay, so what I have planned is that I have not planned for what I'm going to do in the coming 1 month, but what I have actually planned is about those 1.5 days before the examination of each paper. Okay, 4 into 1.5 days is your target. This is your target. This will make an impact on your examination paper, how you will deliver. Even that 15 minutes given before your answer script. Okay, that 15 minutes time they will give you in the examination hall as a grace time. No, the 2:45 to 3 p.m. I think 2:45 is even last time. Okay, so 1:45 to 2 p.m. Okay, sorry. So 1:45 to 2 p.m. is so important for you. I will always make a plan for that 15 minutes and this 1.5 days. I'm a person of that kind, so I think that that strategy worked for me. So yes, do make a plan for that 15 minutes. What you will be doing in the examination hall with that question paper, how effectively you will utilize that 15 minutes. You need to plan for that, and then what chapters, and in what order you will study in this 1.5 days. Because after completing example, after completing accounts paper, you will be tired and you will be drained with energy. And then what we can say is that you will be messed up whether you are right in that question or not. And there will be few friends who will come to you and say that whether you have done this question rightly. I have done this. No, what you have done is wrong. And some may just come and say you that they will just confuse yourself. Okay, confuse yourself. And what you need to do is, after finishing coming out from the examination hall, don't call anybody, don't attend anybody's call also. And what will be your strategy is that never waste your time in ordering what to read first and what to not read first. Okay, just keep in mind that at least even before 1 week of the examination, 1 week of the examination, you need to be prepared about what you are going to do for that 1.5 days. Okay, so you need to be very sure about what you are going to do on that 1.5 days, and you should not alter your plan on that 1.5 days. If you are going like for example, first half of the point 5 day of the point 5 day, you are thinking that I will do chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3. Okay, enough. And go to the next day, next full day, you are saying that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now on that 1.5 day after completing your accounts exam, you should not be confusing yourself that I will do 7, 8 and 9 on the point 5 day, and the next one day I'm going to do 1, 2, 4. Okay, so you need to be very sure about what you are going to do on that 1.5 day. I'm repeating this many times because this is going to be the main strategy behind every paper. Okay, trust me. So this is what I did to score exemption in corporate and other law. Be thorough in concepts. Be thorough in concepts. MCQ will fall on your feet. Okay? Be thorough in concepts. Even if you read corporate law 60 marks and with contract act 70 marks, you can easily score 60 marks. Okay? Yes. This is what my idea is, and this is what I did too. But in examination, you need to attend the entire 100 marks. Even if some point is correct, even if a single letter is correct, and that forms the key answer part of the examiner's result key, that will fetch you point 0.5 or 1 mark, which makes a huge difference. Okay, so yes, this is the strategy that I followed. I hope this video is clear, and to all those South people, I am making this video in English and I hope this is clear. Yes, and Tamil people-க்கு வந்துட்டு நான் வந்துட்டு இதே வீடியோவை தமிழ்லையும் நான் போடுவேன். Okay, so thank you so much for patiently watching this entire video. Take care.